Have you been told that all exercise is good exercise? Well, if you're over 60, that advice could literally be putting your heart at risk. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 common exercises that millions of seniors do every day, thinking they're helping their health when in reality they might be slowly damaging the most important muscle in their body. My name is Sarah, and as a certified fitness trainer who specializes in senior wellness, I've seen too many people in their golden years push themselves in ways that create more harm than good. What I'm about to share with you might shock you because some of these exercises are probably recommended by well-meaning friends, family members, or even some fitness professionals who don't understand the unique cardiovascular challenges that come with aging. But here's what really bothers me. The fitness industry often treats everyone the same way, ignoring the fact that our hearts change dramatically as we age. After 60, your maximum heart rate naturally decreases, your blood vessels become less flexible, and your heart muscle itself undergoes changes that affect how it responds to different types of stress. So before you lace up those sneakers for your next workout, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which exercises to avoid, why they're dangerous for your age group, and most importantly, what you should be doing instead to actually strengthen your heart safely. Let's start with exercise number 1. And this might surprise you because it's something many people consider the gold standard of fitness. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT workouts, have become incredibly popular across all age groups. You've probably seen these classes advertised everywhere, promising quick results and efficient workouts. But here's the problem for seniors. HIIT workouts involve rapid changes between very high-intensity exercise and brief recovery periods. For someone over 60, this can create dangerous spikes in heart rate that your cardiovascular system simply isn't equipped to handle safely anymore. Think about it this way. When you suddenly jump from a resting state to maximum effort, your heart has to work overtime to pump blood to your muscles. Then, just as quickly, you're supposed to recover before the next interval begins. But as we age, our hearts need more time to adjust to these dramatic changes in demand. Research shows that seniors who regularly perform HIIT exercises have a higher risk of developing irregular heart rhythms, experiencing dangerous blood pressure spikes, and even suffering from exercise-induced cardiac events. Your heart is like an older car engine. You wouldn't redline it repeatedly without giving it proper warm-up time and gradual acceleration. The second exercise that's secretly damaging hearts in the senior population is heavy weightlifting with the Valsalva maneuver. Now, you might not know this term, but you've probably done this breathing technique without realizing it. The Valsalva maneuver happens when you hold your breath and bear down while lifting heavy weights. It's that moment when you take a deep breath, hold it, and push or pull against a heavy resistance. Many people do this instinctively because it seems to provide more strength and stability. But for seniors, this creates a perfect storm of cardiovascular stress. When you hold your breath and strain against heavy weight, you dramatically increase the pressure inside your chest cavity. This pressure affects how blood returns to your heart and can cause your blood pressure to skyrocket in seconds. I've seen seniors' blood pressure jump from normal ranges to dangerously high levels during heavy lifting sessions. What's even more concerning is that many people over 60 already have underlying cardiovascular conditions they might not even know about. Adding this kind of stress can trigger serious cardiac events. The third exercise might seem harmless, but it's actually one of the sneakiest heart dangers for seniors. Competitive activities and sports that involve sudden bursts of intense effort combined with emotional stress. I'm talking about things like competitive tennis matches, basketball games, or even intense pickleball tournaments. Yes, pickleball, the sport that's become incredibly popular among seniors, can actually be dangerous when approached with a competitive mindset. Here's what happens. When you're engaged in competitive activity, your body releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. At the same time, you're pushing yourself physically to keep up with the game or win points. This combination creates a double whammy of stress on your cardiovascular system. And your heart rate doesn't just increase from the physical activity, it also spikes from the emotional intensity of competition. For seniors, this can push heart rates well beyond safe training zones and maintain them there for extended periods. The fourth exercise that's causing problems for senior hearts is something called isometric holds, performed for extended periods. These are exercises where you hold a static position against resistance without moving. Think about wall sits where you hold a seated position against a wall, planks where you maintain a push-up position, or even some yoga poses that require you to hold challenging positions for minutes at a time. While these exercises can build strength and endurance, when performed for too long or with too much intensity, They create sustained pressure on your cardiovascular system. Unlike dynamic exercises where your heart rate goes up and down naturally, isometric holds maintain constant demand on your heart. For seniors, this sustained cardiovascular stress can be particularly problematic. Your heart has to work continuously at an elevated rate without the natural recovery periods that come with movement-based exercises. This can lead to fatigue of the heart muscle itself and potentially trigger irregular rhythms in people who are predisposed to them. The fifth and final exercise that seniors need to be cautious about might be the most surprising of all. It's exercising in extremely hot or humid conditions without proper precautions. I know this sounds more like an environmental factor than an exercise, but hear me out. Many seniors love activities like hot yoga, outdoor gardening during summer months, or walking and jogging in warm weather. The combination of physical exertion and heat stress creates unique challenges for aging cardiovascular systems. When you exercise in hot conditions, your heart has to work double duty. Not only does it need to pump blood to your working muscles, but it also has to pump extra blood to your skin to help cool your body through sweating. For seniors whose hearts are already working harder due to age-related changes, this additional demand can be overwhelming. Heat stress also affects your blood pressure regulation and can lead to dehydration, which makes your blood thicker and harder to pump. I've seen too many seniors end up in emergency rooms because they pushed themselves too hard in hot conditions, thinking they were just getting a good workout. Now, before you start thinking that exercise is dangerous and you should just give up physical activity altogether, let me be absolutely clear. Exercise is still one of the best things you can do for your heart health as a senior. The key is choosing the right types of exercise and performing them safely. Instead of high-intensity interval training, focus on moderate-intensity continuous exercise. Think brisk walking, swimming at a comfortable pace, or cycling on flat terrain. These activities provide excellent cardiovascular benefits without the dangerous heart rate spikes. Rather than heavy weightlifting with breath holding, try lighter resistance training with proper breathing techniques. You should be able to carry on a conversation while lifting weights. If you can't talk, you're working too hard. Instead of competitive sports, engage in recreational activities that you enjoy without the pressure of winning or keeping score. Play tennis for fun, not to dominate your opponent. Enjoy pickleball as a social activity rather than a battle. Replace long isometric holds with shorter holds or dynamic movements. If you enjoy planks, hold them for 15 to 30 seconds instead of trying to break endurance records. Mix in some movement-based exercises to give your heart natural recovery periods. And finally, exercise during cooler parts of the day, stay properly hydrated, and listen to your body's signals. If you feel dizzy, overly fatigued, or experience any chest discomfort, stop immediately and seek medical attention if needed. The most important thing to remember is that your heart has served you faithfully for over 6 decades. It deserves respect and care, not punishment. The goal of exercise at this stage of life should be to maintain and gradually improve your cardiovascular health, not to prove how tough you are or compete with people half your age. Your heart health is precious, and making smart exercise choices now can help ensure you enjoy many more active years ahead. Take care of your heart, and it will take care of you. Remember, the best exercise program is one you can do safely and consistently for years to come. If this information has been helpful to you, please share it with other seniors in your life who might benefit from these insights. Your heart will thank you for making these important changes.